Hi guys, I thought I'd share my morning coffee with you. Talk a little bit about the great King Paimon. Of course, I have far more to say than talking about this topic. Of course, I like talking about this particular spirit because it's one of the spirit I learned. For example, the art of channeling. It was my first spirit where the first spirit, I would say the first spirit of real initiation into the occult in 2017, more or less. Of course, I made experiences before that. So let's just dive into it. What I want to talk about, an experience, a recent experience I had with the great King Paimon, where he was appearing in my sleep or appearing in my dreams or in some in-between state. I don't really know. So I woke up. I did not really wake up. I was like, how can you say that? I was like half awake, half asleep. That's probably the best description. And I was calling his name. I was calling Paimon's name, and I was shouting or yelling his name over and over again. I was shouting Paimon, King Paimon, 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 King Paimon, something like that. And then he appeared to me, and it's really interesting how he appeared to me. Not only did he look very majestic, like he had a crown on, and he came on a mount, or there might have been a horse or a camel or dromedary or some sort, some kind of animal. I know that in the Goetia they say that he is riding a dromedary, as far as I know. But so far I have not been able to identify the nature of that animal at all. So not only was he looking really like a real king with a crown on his head, he had this is the interesting part. He was glowing in some form. There was some kind of light being emitted from him. So this also applies to his the animal he was riding. So the same applies to his dromedary. I have a lot to talk about in the occult. I've made so many experiences. Watch my other videos. Also watch my video on my King Paimon dream experience. And this is also a good one. This is a re-upload from my old channel. And of course the video which is quite popular right now, which is really pushing this channel, this small channel, a little bit forward, is my video on King Paimon, doing business with King Paimon. So yeah, I mean, this is going really well. It has currently over 700 views. I mean, this is such a small channel with, at the moment, I think about slightly over 60 subscribers, 65 subscribers or something like that. So at this point, I will, of course, if you're a new viewer of this channel, subscribe to this channel, give this video a thumbs up, and leave a comment if you like. Yeah, support me, guys. I want to make more of this stuff. I'm also, as some of you might know, I'm releasing a book on King Paimon and my experiences in the occult. And this is why I want to make this video. I'm not just sharing my experiences. I'm making this video, or these videos, to as a rough guideline, so that you can piece together all the puzzle pieces yourself, so that you can make sense of these difficult experiences. Because these experiences, if you work with these spirits, it's not just they don't just hand you all the insights on a silver tray. So it's more like here's a little hint, here's a snippet of information, so make sense of it. So this is the way it goes usually. I had spirits delivering messages to me through other people, telling me things that were really strange in the moment when I was talking to them or talking with them. Lots of there are so many different ways you can, or something happens and you just switch on the television and a person in a TV show mentions something in exactly that moment when you turn on the TV, and then you get that information that is directly related to your spirit contact experience. So I've had so many things. Is the spirit, are you always the initiator of the spirit contact experience? So here I'm talking about King Paimon, or my experience with this specific spirit. And I can ask myself, am I myself always the initiator of the spirit contact experience? Or is the spirit sometimes also in some form contributing to the experience? Or let's formulate that in a slightly different way. Is the spirit sometimes calling out to the practitioner, calling out to the magician? I think it is the case. So as contact is always bi-directional, as you sit in your circle or you meditate and you have your sigil, gaze at the sigil, and you activate the sigil, and of course you make contact. You make the first contact. In most of the cases, you make contact first with that spirit. There are cases, I think, where it happens the other way around. I mean, this is something we don't really know exactly, because most of us here in the occult, or some of us here in the occult, feel drawn to this field of study, or to this exciting field of spirituality. So many of us feel drawn to it for some reason, and maybe we had experiences with these entities in previous lifetimes, or there's so many possible explanations for that, or possible explanations for that. So just think about it. I was calling his name, and it was, to me, it was like a reminder. Work with that particular spirit again. Go step into the circle again the next day and work with that spirit again. See what it has to offer. See how the spirit changes your mind. As I've put out another video just I would say a couple of months ago, 2 or 3 months ago, where I talk about how King Paimon can change the mind of another person. And I think I also mentioned in the video that this particular spirit has also, as many other spirits of course do as well, they can change your mind patterns. They can change your mind in a certain way. So if you work with that spirit, be prepared to receive impressions from that spirit. Be prepared to receive impressions. Be prepared to receive inspiration from King Paimon. Just be prepared to receive inspiration, so that whatever you're working on right now is being pushed forward. If it's a business plan, for example, that you are developing, you might receive some stimulation in that area, or some new insight of what you can do. I had that several times. Quite often I'm not really interested in business affairs or developing businesses. I mean, I do that because I have to, but if I can choose not to, I would. So I would not. This is not something I enjoy very much. Think about money and material things. I'm absolutely not interested in it. So this is why I spend the first or a lot of time, basically, when I first worked with Paimon. I spent so much time, and this is all in my book that I'm writing right now, and I have just a couple of days ago I decided to push in more work into that book, push in more time into this book in order to finish it quickly. Not quickly, because I've been writing it for the past 3 to 4 years. it's really crazy how much time has passed. When I started working with Paimon, I did not focus at all on making money, and that's what some people might want in their life, being famous or something like that. I mean, of course, I mean, we could all need a bit of money. Having some kind of fame is nice, but I'm not interested in that at all. It's just, for me, it's just I can enjoy life basically without that. But what I don't want is to worry or focus on money all the time, focus on paying the bills all the time. This is really something that I can't stand at all. I wanna indulge in creativity, in freedom of mind or the free spirit. I wanna give more space in my life for these things, for my music, for writing, and for inspiring other people to find joy in their lives as well, or find joy in their life as well. So this is what life is about for me. So there's no need for an overindulgence in material or monetary things. So I have maybe I have surpassed that. I don't know. I'm not saying if I make the money, I don't enjoy it. I'm not saying that. If I make it, that's nice, but I don't focus that. But I don't focus on that too much. So now I'm back. I had to stop the video for half an hour. So where was I? I was talking about the automation thing. So when you work with the spirit, and when you are sitting in your circle, or when you are in meditation, for example, then what you usually do when you repeat processes over and over again, they get automatized, and then you don't have to think about it. You don't have to think about how you use the sigil, what candles you use, and so forth. So these aspects of your ritual or spirit work become automatized. This automatization can also be observed, or can also be noticed when you are asleep. So when you are connected with the spirit and work with the spirit on a daily basis or on a regular basis, what you may observe, as I have, you may feel the connection to the spirit or with the spirit in your sleep, when you're dreaming. So you may receive images of the spirits, or you may receive images of the spirit in your dreams. You may feel the presence of the spirit in some form. You may even see the spirit when you wake up in the middle of the night. You may see the spirit standing in your room, for example. I had that a couple of times. King Paimon is a great spirit to work with in this context. I've worked with King Paimon quite a lot, and I cannot confirm what some other people have said or published on YouTube regarding the negative experiences they have made, the danger connected with that particular spirit. In my opinion, this is complete bullshit. It's complete nonsense. There's so much positivity coming from that spirit. Of course, it is dependent on your mindset, how you approach the spirit. And of course, the spirit will reveal to you certain aspects of yourself that you need to work on. That's also part of the process, or always part of the process. But if you do your work, if you work on yourself on a regular basis, then there's nothing to worry about when you work with that spirit or when you work with King Paimon. Check out the free chapter I have published on my website. This is part of the book I'm writing right now on the Spirit King Paimon, which will be published this year. I have not figured out the details yet. So guys, let me know any questions you have in the comments. Take care. Also let me know what I should cover in my next videos. I would like to know. I'm curious, always curious to know what you are interested in. And I will do my best to cover the points you want me to talk about. Have a good one, guys. Have fun practicing magic. Have fun with King Paimon. Talk to you soon.